like to burn down if we can here. Try to lob that slow in. It does connect. There we go. Yep, and that slow connects as well. Alrighty, folks. Coming at you guys today with a new series wanted to kick off as we await the first balance patch following version 1.6, the augments patch. We're assuming that that patch is coming out next Tuesday. That would be the first, is when we're assuming that, but we haven't got the patch notes yet. When we do get those patch notes, I'll make a video on them. But in the meantime, wanted to kick off the series of Overexplained Pred, going through my thought processes and decision making throughout a game of Pred. This one was in a ranked plat game, off stream, of course, because I'm explaining everything that I'm thinking as we're going through it. Ended up having to lock in because this was a tight, hard-fought match by both teams, so I probably could have explained even more. But I wanted to get something out to help out all of the new and returning players. According to the Steam charts, Predecessor is doing very well right now. I know there's a lot of new players coming to the game, and I figure something that can help you even more than me telling you, hey, here's the best build, here's the best augments, try these heroes out, or even like improving mechanically your aim or stuff like that, is actually your decision making and thought process throughout the game is probably your best way of actually improving and climbing rank. So check this one out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what role you want to see me do next. This one was carry. I'll probably do another carry one if that's what you guys want to see. But I'm good with whatever role. Let me know in the comments and I'll do that role next. Thanks everybody for stopping by and all the support on the channel recently. Thanks to everyone that's been hanging out with us in the live streams. We've been having a ton of fun and enjoying Pred every evening. Let's get right into this game. I'm going all the way from the draft through the post-game stat screen, letting you know my thoughts. Hope this helps all the new and returning players, and we will catch y'all in the next one. So we swap roles right there with our jungler just to give him the potential to pick. We are picking second as Dusk side, so I really would, we have to see Yuri gone. We do vote the Seraph down first, which is fine. We give them at least the potential to burn one of their bans on Yuri. They ban Rick. It's really not a good idea for us to let Yuri through here because they are picking first. Our team is split on if they don't want to let Kwang or Yuri through, and we let Yuri through. I have a feeling that one's going to come back to hurt us here, but it's all good. Hopefully we can manage to play against it. They ban Yuri anyway, so that is clutch. I don't know why they wouldn't just pick her first. She is egregiously overpowered, but it is what it is. If they don't want to play against her or pick her, I guess that's fine. Greystone was left on the board, so smart play to swap our solo laner up to one of our first two picks to try to get Gray. We're going to see what they pick. I'm comfortable playing multiple carries, so it's all good with me. They do Twin Blast. Twin Blast has been a decent threat recently in the meta, but you really have a slow start with them because you're stacking Soul Chalice. So, in a very similar kit to Kira, they take our Chimera, so our jungler will have to pick somebody else to play here. Kind of torn on if I want to go Kira still into Twin with him having such a similar kit. If they take if they show more tanks here, we could easily take Skylar for tank killing potential. I'm not as practiced with Murdoch, but I know he is still a very consistent, strong pick. I think I just take Kira here. I don't know. Skylar has felt really good recently. If our carry is going to go Muriel, I think Skylar benefits me more. So we'll go with that. And although this 3-round shot augment is quite good, I think the slow augment spam is really the way to go on Skylar. Any of these could be good. Executioner's decent. We probably build Vank either way, right? So it's not like it really matters. 2% max mana restore isn't really that worth it on a carry. Let's see what we get here. We are playing against a Decker Twin. in lane. With a Muriel as our support, we have to keep in mind she does not have a stun, and Decker is going to have very good CC for us. But overall, we get a decent comp. Grux in jungle, Greystone in solo, Iggy mid. Hopefully gives us good objective secure. Muriel being able to ult 2 Greystone and Grux is quite nice, kind of shores up some of their shortcomings. You see we are playing in Plat here, the bottom of Plat 2 right now actually.
Mine's gonna blow you away.
But let's see what we can do here. We're going to go for the standard Ashbringer build since we went this augment. I think Plasma Blade's hard to not take first item, kind of gives you the most damage in a single item that you're going to get on Skylar. So we will be taking that and then probably going Ashbringer second. They don't have a tank in duo, so Sky Splitter not going to be worth it for me here early. I could build it late, and I almost certainly will build it late, but we don't need it early because it's not going to get value on either of this duo. So our objective early here is just farm, try to farm more efficiently than them, try to stay in lane, try to keep up with them the best we can. Decker is more threatening than Muriel, unfortunately, the majority of the time. We'll see how good this Muriel is. What augment did she go? She went for the extra damage and mana drain augment. Interesting. That's probably the worst of the 3, I would think, for a support Muriel the majority of the time. But if she gives us good lane pressure, then we'll take it. So yeah, we're just trying to farm, we're just trying to last hit these minions. Keep some pressure and poke on duo lane if we can. Spam our grenade kind of as much as we can here early because we did go the grenade augment. I generally take my fly second. I know some people like the beam early, but the beam in my experience just isn't that good early. We're able to dodge the bouncy ball from Decker there. Getting good poke on her. So we want to be focusing last hits, at least keeping up and clear. We don't have to repeatedly push minions into their tower, but if we do, it's going to choke them out of a little bit more farm and make them miss some, which is nice. Oh, that's a rough miss from our grenade. It came out a little delayed for some reason. Muriel's trying to play aggressive, which she probably should be. As a Muriel, that's how you're going to get good value here. Wow, the Decker actually is able to finish the Muriel there. Which is a shame. Gotta be careful because we know that the Chimera takes gold and, okay, didn't actually heal up off of gold very much. We gotta be careful still here. These guys probably don't want to fight me with Decker being that low. Waves pushed up, a good opportunity for me to back. Muriel's back in lane, so I think duo lane backs as well. So kind of unlikely that they make a push. Yep, duo backs as well. So we're doing okay. Unfortunate that the Muriel has to go down to a really long-range Decker blast there. I thought Muriel was well clear, but unfortunately got caught by that. We put good damage on the Chimera as well. Unfortunate that him and Decker are both able to get out. That's okay. Shirley Twin now has his Soul Chalice on and is stacking. Oh, I stepped right into that. and then hit a really poor bouncy ball. We'll force the beam here. Yeah, knew she was going to go for a stun off of it. But our clear pressure is going to be pretty decent. If our Muriel is going Marshall, which she looks like she's not, we're going to have stronger 2v2 potential early, but that does not look like what she's going here to start the game off. She rotates to mid to try to help out in that fight. I think that fight's already over. Yeah, she comes back over here. She's trying to poke. We need to try to match her aggression, potentially. Unfortunately, taking a lot of damage from those minions in the process. And both of us burning through our mana quicker than we should be. Not coming out with enough poke to justify burning all our mana, so we're going to try to conserve mana here for a second. And clear wave without abilities. Luckily Skylar has quite quick wave clear, so it's all good. He does have his Soul Chalice on, and he did go the grenade spam augment, so gonna keep kind of some of that stuff in mind with how you're going to be playing against these matchups specifically. Yeah, that Skylar's clear is quite good, even without using abilities here. Muriel's trying to keep pressure on him. We just have to try to zone him because Muriel doesn't have a stun. Really puts us in a poor spot. We're also kind of out of mana here. Good pull. I did not steal that kill as I probably should have.
Unlocking new horizons.
We're looking to back here, so I'm just going to clear the wave kind of fast, burn my mana. I don't think Twin sticks around for gold. He very well could. Chimera starts Fang, but I mean, I'm too low mana to do anything. Rux probably could interrupt with a Muriel ult to save him, but Iggy's really the one that we need here dealing damage. Iggy does make it here. Rux has got to go in and Muriel's got to... Oh, Muriel ults to me. She probably tried to target the Grux and didn't get it. Okay. We unfortunately don't win that fight. I think if Muriel actually does get the correct lock on there and locks the Grux, that we probably do win that fight a lot more soundly. Aurora comes around from behind on us. Gonna take more damage than I think she realizes. Pushing us like that. I don't have my ult, unfortunately, to finish her. Muriel does have the mana to finish her. So good job, Muriel, on punishing that Aurora for the very late rotate following the Fang fight. We just have to step back here and farm. Yep, careful right lane. That's understandable. He's going to prevent her from backing. We just got to stay up here farming. Plasma Blade will really be a big step up in damage for us. So we need to get that online. The only way to get that online is to farm here. Don't really care about this damage Twin's putting on us because we're backing. Unfortunately, Iggy does get caught there by the Decker rotate.
This looks promising.
Plasma Blade up. Like I said, we're not looking for going
Ooh, shiny.
with second item Sky Splitter because we don't necessarily need it in this lane. So we're going to look for Dust Devil to give us movement speed, to give us potential better rundown when we're like flying and beaming at the same time. Dust Devil will give us significantly more damage. Grux says carry us, Muriel,
You're done.
in the chat. That's fine. Muriel is getting these kills. 4 and 1 right now from our Muriel. We'll take it. Not as ideal as the carry being 4 and 1, but hey. It's all good. Yeah, the on my way left. This is rough. Oh, that doesn't splash onto the twin. I think they still get him pretty easily, though. Wow. Alright, Muriel. Definitely not going to say she did the majority of the damage in that fight, but she showed up eventually. We probably should back up here because we're a little too low. And that Aurora did rotate. Okay, we do have eyes on the Aurora now, at least. Chimera here. We can't really get the finish. They have too many people in the area.
Energy reserves depleted. Initiating recharge sequence.
Yeah, if they had less people in the area, we could try to like, commit harder on that Morgesh, but it was going to be risky.
Piece of the puzzle.
We'll get Dust Devil online here, though, pretty soon.
Be right back. Be right back.
0, and 5. Grux says prep Fang. I'm down with that.
You're done.
For 0, and 5, we're at least playing safe. We'll have more room to play aggressive when we have Dust Devil on. Oh, I try to call missing right and just accidentally waste my blink. That's probably going to come back to bite me. We have to contest this. They're all over it. She takes TP, so be careful. I think mid's gonna unfortunately probably lose her mid fight. Try to get this Chimera down as fast as we can. We're gonna die here, so we just want to ult. Yeah, to make sure the Muriel dies. Grux also dies, which means we don't have Secure at this fight. Aurora. We do get the Fang. Oh, Morgesh comes out with the triple. Iggy probably dies too, but Gray can't get to her. Gosh, she's so low. He can flower up to her though. He probably does. There you go. Good play.
This looks promising. Time for an up.
Yeah, we just had to target the Chimera in that fight because the Chimera is the one with their Secure. He's the one with their knife. So as long as the Chimera goes down, even if our Grux does go down as well, it is at least a tied fight for the Fang. Grux goes straight to Mini Prime as well. Probably a smart play for him. And take the opportunity to farm these minions before Duo gets here. And he does get that pretty comfortably. We are... Ooh. We do have our Crest ready to evolve, which is going to be a pretty fair damage spike for us. This Decker is definitely not playing lights out. She's going for the stuns in the air, but We can't keep him alive. I'm going to try to body block for him. It's not enough because the Decker Beam. We don't have anti-heal as well for this Chimera, so pretty much no way we can damage him outside of a really long beam on him. He's going to just soak this so fast too. We cannot... Oh, I don't actually know if he canceled my ult there or if it fired. It looked very odd. Didn't think anti-heal was going to be a priority for us, but is what it is. We go Ashbringer next here for sure. Pin would be nice, but an anti-heal would be nice as well, but I think Ashbringer just resetting our slow is our best move. Unfortunate good value out of the Chimera there. But with Dust Devil and with our Crest evolved, our damage will be stepping up significantly here. Going 2-2 and 5, Muriel going 5-3 and 3. A lot of action in the duo lane so far. With our tower down, it's no really big deal to me because I have a fly. If you were playing a more vulnerable carry, you'd probably want to play a little bit farther back, but it should be no big deal. Muriel needs to go save that Iggy most likely. Goes to gray, which means we need to rotate to mid here.
On my way.
We want to play it careful, don't want to run into them and get CC chained. But duo's pushed up, and if we go there, we're going to be in a vulnerable position. So we just want to come support this Iggy right now. Probably just slide over and look at this Chimera. This Chimera's been playing aggressive, which, oh, Grux misses, which means he probably tries to stick this fight out. Good pull. There you go. So yeah, that's where paying attention to how they've been playing helps you. We know that Chimera's been playing aggressive. We know he's probably going to try to stick that fight out, and that we have time to get to him. We also have time to get to this twin here. We unfortunately miss the slow grenade, which would have drastically helped us in that fight because Iggy had turrets available. They want to push this Fang, we want to push this Fang. Morgesh doing Morgesh things. Yeah, Morgesh gonna ult me, I would think. Yep, and it does instantly kill me. That was definitely a misplay on my part. Morgesh is Morgesh, you know, it's a terrible hero, but it is what it is. You gotta play around what they're capable of. Chimera starts the Fang. Iggy really not zoning for us here on this Fang fight like he should be, because they're gonna get this free Fang. Yeah, they're gonna get this free Fang, and he is not putting out nearly as much damage as the Mori. He's actually kind of throwing here. He's really not doing anything. He's looking at the Mori very intently. And they get the free Fang in the end, of course. Greystone does jump on that fight, but I don't think he can win it. Yep, unsurprisingly, after spectating that Iggy for a bit, we see the conclusion that was overdue, which is Iggy dying. Gray in a tough situation. Muriel does get a nice ult to him. We get a good slow on the Chimera. We're putting out good damage here. There we go. Able to save the Gray. Shout out Muriel for that one. And we're going to get gold for it. At some point we'd like the gold from taking this T1 here. It looked like Duo may have just backed right there, but we want to play it safe and ward it. Yeah, they do stick around.
Missing left.
Yeah, we want to play it careful because Decker, very threatening. If she hits a stun chain on us, Twin will have enough time to burst me down.
Missing mid.
Iggy looking around for his Mori, doesn't find her. So right now our objective is just trying to stay rolling, stay farming. We're not at that point where we can insta-kill people yet. We saw the damage output that we had with the beam on Chimera was pretty decent. But outside of the beam, we're not going to be able to like melt tanks right now or anything. Also don't have pin online. So it is what it is. Decker rotates out.
Missing right.
They've got to be aware of that, because that Decker is a team fight changer. Muriel trying to get to that and potentially help. Why are we ulting me here, Twin? Okay, because he has kill potential, I guess. Yeah. Interesting engage with the Twin ult. Usually you're not going to see that. You're going to see it used for finishing potential. Surely Grux probably gets swept there because this Iggy is really just doing the absolute least he can to help us out in these fights. But that's okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get Ashbringer on. We definitely need Pin here. I think Viper. Ooh. Thank you, Muriel. Yes. Yes, sir. This Muriel's playing well. Iggy, get in here and deal some damage. Big dog, you're full health. We are in a really bad spot here. Because Chimera is gonna knife this. Yeah. Okay, well. We went for it. We went for it. Iggy did in the end come in and try to ult the Chimera off of it. But it's okay. We went for it. I think if we get Viper up here, we're in a better spot than if we go demo or something. So we'll kind of play it by ear. See what the Aurora's building. She's not building armor. She's just now getting physical armor on. Kai is going pretty tanky. Muriel in a very rough spot there. We gotta defend this in him. This Muriel is a much bigger threat than this Twin, unfortunately. Don't think that kills. Grux should be able to get her as well. Iggy does finally get up there. Yeah, Chimera sitting on Fang. This Chimera doing Chimera things. Prioritizing the jungle objectives very well there. Got 3 Fangs on us now, which is pretty rough. Twin's still in the area. He's got me beat if he wants to go to gold because he's got Prime right now. But we're still in this game. 3 Fangs is a tough one to come back from, but we're still in this game. We're definitely not going to give it up.
Thanks for the boost.
Greystone's playing well. Lunaria heal there from Iggy looking at me as if he's doing some sort of Great service to our team by playing Iggy and not contesting these objectives.
Capture it if you can.
With Aurora and
Closer to
Kai
victory.
both building a lot of health,
Be right
we probably are looking for Sky Splitter after Viper. The Sky Splitter Viper synergy is pretty strong.
Ally has been slain.
Oh man, we got a lot of them in mid here. We should be able to defend this tower though, somewhat comfortably. Especially if this Grux wants to jump him here.
Destroyed.
Okay, and this Muriel just kills us for free. Is interesting. Yep. Muriel kills me for free. It's just really unfortunate that that is the way that our Iggy versus Muriel matchup is going. He does pick up Tainted for her, but gosh, she's 11 and 4, just getting insanely more value than our Iggy is getting, because he's not doing the Iggy things that we'd like to see. Yep, Rux dies for that. I don't think this Gray can necessarily fight this Mori either. Definitely not, can't fight their whole team. Gets trapped in the cage there. And I don't think Iggy comes down here and saves him, to be honest with you. I think Iggy just dies. Hey, he actually hits his stasis at a good time. Probably still dies for it, yeah. But a lot of them do get low in the fight. Gray comes back out for him. We may be able to help him. Gotta play aggressive here because this Mori is popping us. Yeah. Yep. Gotta play aggressive here and get him on the chase, because that's what Greystone was doing. And that's what benefits us the most, is to try to follow him up.
The future is looking bright for every
I think we get on this Aurora. Right, we should be able to burn this Aurora pretty quick. We've got Gray on the long cutoff route.
Don't chase.
He's saying don't chase because we can go orb. That's also fine. We can take orb, but it's 12 seconds till it's up. Iggy's going to have to get mid. And they're going to be here at this orb too, so we got to keep that in mind. All of our lanes are pushed, so taking this orb without Iggy gonna be somewhat difficult. I think he just fired the knife early, unfortunately. No, he did not. Gotta try to burn this Kai. Yeah. 'Cause the rest of them kind of dipped.
same result.
Tap fang too.
Yeah, no, good call by Greystone. Don't chase there. We don't need to chase. Iggy should be defending lanes. He's trying his best to, but it'd also be lovely to have him on this.
Power level's critical. You're done.
Grux will get here eventually. We got to start this. Morgash kills our Iggy there for free. I hate that I already know that's going to happen, but considering Iggy has Prime. Hey, doesn't get it for free. He slows him down at least. Grux is here, so we get this knife off pretty comfortably. And Greystone makes a good chase down over there on right. We're going to go ahead and back. Really should be looking for Sky Splitter next here because we have no lifesteal up currently. Should have waited for the rest of that. We're going to wait for the rest of that. Sky Splitter is a very big damage spike for us against these heroes that are building a lot of health.
Another piece
They've got
of the
Aurora and they've got Chimera, both stacking a lot of health.
Ultimate ready.
And Sky Splitter will delete them with the beam. Now we're looking for one more crit item and one more pin item. Vank is the obvious answer. Vank last. Usually you would build it earlier than this, but it is what it is. We've got both buffs, so I could push mid here, but we've already got eyes on the Aurora. Twin is down, so we just push this while this Decker can't fight us.
unlocking new horizons.
Unfortunately, our team has a tough time in their fights. But the mid inhib does go down, and it draws Twin to that fight. We really need to secure this Decker kill. We can't because she hits that stun out of the air. So we're just going to keep the split push going. If they are distracted, we probably get this inhib. Yep. Yep, they all blink on me there. I'm probably still dead for that, of course. Yep, because she did get the mark on me after blinking on me. Unfortunate shutdown to give to that Mori, but what are you going to do? That Mori's got the execute. So yeah, I mean, demo here is not really worth it because we have percent pin on Viper. So I think we have to pretty much go Vank here. Vank's not like a bad value item anyway.
On my way mid.
Vank's really not a bad value item anyway. I think I actually don't mind though.
An allied inhibitor is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just our best move. And unfortunately get to refrag our inhibs unless Gray can pull off something, some Gray shenanigans. So we need to defend that right inhib, and we're not going to be able to. Oh, okay, we can if Grux gets on them. Nope, they still get it. Muriel ult would be very good timing there. Yep. Morgesh gets her ult off in the middle of that fight somehow. And Decker gets left lane for free, folks. Absolutely absurd. Yep, and Riftwalker's away from me. Wow. It's crazy, boys. It's crazy. Having an Iggy, that kind of stuff should never happen, but obviously this is not the most proficient Iggy that we have ever seen. We've already identified that. He's still going 5 and 9. I mean, he's probably dealing good damage, I would think. Yeah, we need an objective. Grux is down though. So is Kai. But we're going to be ready on this. We're ready on this. It's on our side of the map. Grux should get here sooner than the Kai does. Iggy hopefully defends competently. We may have to break off of this and try to kill the Mori. Just gotta burn this before Kai gets here. Grux able to fight the Mori pretty comfortably. Not quite comfortably, I guess. Oh, and I missed that, and they get Fang during that. Wow, this is a tough game for us, boys. Now we're in a rough spot because all of our inhibs are down. They get Primal Fang. We have really strong damage output right now, though. Like, and we can also finish Vank here. Would have been really nice to get that Moria. It's unfortunate I missed my ult there. It looked like it was going to fire high, and then it fired low. Because the Moria is a big threat. Obviously, she 1v1s the Grux right there. But we can also potentially see them make a mistake here in their push.
Atomic mass at 83.8. Atomizer online.
The Moria is just a massive threat. We have to balance fighting them and killing 4. Defending 4. Oh, that does hit Aurora, but it doesn't kill.
You're starting to get predictable.
Unfortunately, once again, the Iggy is not able to complete the low health kill, and Morgash escapes. Very rough. We do come out with the numbers, though. The only Iggy being dead. We have to push these lanes up before our inhibs respawn. No objectives for us to take. So we need to push these lanes up as quick as we can. We still haven't picked up Bank, so I think I just pushed this wave. I could push another potentially, but I think we just go ahead and Mac.
Re-energize.
Grab our Bank,
Ooh, shiny. Let's see what this baby can do.
grab our Strength Tonic.
Atomization sequence primed.
So don't need the gold. We're just trying to stay somewhat grouped here because 1v1s, although I probably win a lot of 1v1s, I don't, I could potentially get caught. I mean, a 2v1 is going to be a death sentence for me if they have any form of CC, so I just got to play safe. Now, considering selling something for Imperator here, could sell Ashbringer for Imperator is probably the least damage hit
You're done.
item.
Time to push the limits.
We've got a Decker here. Hopefully this Chimera... Nope, this Chimera is still farming. Oh, we catch her with that slow there. She dies.
If you can.
Okay, Chimera's feeling froggy. He dies.
The boost I needed.
The Morgash is a bigger threat than almost anybody here in mid. So we're really just kind of waiting for them to make a mistake. That should be enough of a mistake. No, she gets around the wall.
Hack and game.
Twin. Kai, we'd like to burn down if we can here. Try to lob that slow in. It does connect. There we go. Yep, and that slow connects as well. And that should be enough for us to end the game. Trying to play aggressive there where we can and leverage our damage output while our team soaks some damage for us. Gray dead. Iggy's going to back to defend, which is probably smart because he's literally one hit. But I'm doing enough damage to probably take this core. Yeah, just keeping her off of him because he's doing a lot of damage too. And that's how we close it out. One good team fight play where I leverage my damage and able to play from the back line. Iggy, I don't really know what Iggy was doing actually in that fight. I thought he was around me, but best Muriel I ever came across. Yeah, the Muriel actually played very well for us. She goes 7, 10, and 15, had a lot of good ults in there for us, really saved our Greystone a couple times, which is very nice for us. We go top farm on the team at least. Their Chimera, of course, has more. Pretty decent match. We'll take a look at the post-game scoreboard and see what stories we can find in it. Muriel doing well. Actually was on a 5 killing spree to start the game, which is crazy. Morgesh doing top damage in the lobby. Unsurprising. She did cook that Iggy pretty bad for the majority of the game. Got a lot of free ults off for kills. That's why she comes away with 17. Chimera doing what he had to do. Wouldn't be surprised if he's top objective damage. Yes, he is, by a good margin, about double anybody on our team. He was focusing the objectives. It wasn't quite enough for him to win the game, but it was nearly enough, to be fair. 105k mitigated from Greystone. Shout out to him for tanking for us while we were putting out damage. Everyone really played their role well. It took that one good final team fight at the end for us to pull it off. You see I go top damage on our team. That is the goal of your carry, is to be dealing top damage on your team. Especially late game, you should be the one who's able to delete these enemy heroes as they push. Win your 1v1s through sheer damage oppression. Largest critical strike obviously goes to us, but it was very close with that twin. Twin was building crit blast. So nice, we'll take that one. Hope this over-explanation helps for some of you newer players. I know I probably could have explained even more about when I was deciding to rotate, when I was deciding to push, and stuff like that, but we're going to keep going with the series to try to help out some of the newer players, because like I said, there's been a lot of new players coming to the game recently, and just it helps to see the mindset of someone who's at least playing at a decent level. You know, like I said, I'm not the best in the world, but I am playing in plat, and I do have over 1,000 hours for sure in game, maybe a little bit more. I'll take a look at a meta and put it up on the screen here, whatever it says my in-game hours are, but it's got to be over 1,000 by now. We'll catch you on the next one. Come out to the live streams. Been fun as always, and keep enjoying Pred, folks. Keep enjoying Pred.